Alright, let's make sure camera's set up. Yep, cool. Sorry, I was trying to get a couple things wrapped up, get posted up on Instagram and stuff. We'll see. I think I have a better method for chat tonight because I had a eureka moment about 5 minutes before stream that my phone has a magnet in the case. So I have it stuck up in front of me, so hopefully I'll be able to see chat better than I have in past streams. So tonight, doing some giveaways. I was going to try and stream Halloween night. That didn't work, so we're still going with the Halloween stream even though we're later. Yeah, make sure you get in on raffle. So I just have one raffle set up. It's going to be going all night. And then the more people we get in here, if we get a bunch of likes on here, the more stuff we're going to give away. We've got some booster packs to start off. We've got booster bundle, a Shrouded Fable booster bundle, a Shrouded Fable ETB if we get enough people in here. And then I've got Trick or Trade in the store. There's also, oh, that is wrong. That did not share the right coupon code for tonight. Let me see what's up with that. So tonight is actually 13% off, and that code is going to be Spooky 13. Let's try that again. So with that being said, Trick or Trade is in the store, 13% off, and I think we're going to go with first person pull a Mimikyu out of the Trick or Trade stuff is going to get this CGC10 Mimikyu Trick or Trade. Figured we'd do something Mimikyu themed as far as a giveaway of the graded stuff. Still have the Chen Pao bounty going on. If you pull the Japanese version out of the Shining Treasures EX, you get the English PSA 9 to go with it. But yeah, bounty for the... And it's still posting the wrong code. Come on, Streamlabs. Get with the program here. We will just manually post this. Okay, there we go. Spooky 13. Hopefully that is fixed. Let's see if it's fixed over here. No idea. We'll find out. Yeah, and I lowered the free shipping amount, so now it's free shipping under 35 bucks as well, instead of 50. That just was easier on Etsy's platform because their whole platform is like focused around $35 free shipping. But yeah, so I think I got it all out, but the bounty on the Trick or Trade packs that are in the store, first person to pull a Mimikyu out of there gets the PSA 10 Mimikyu Trick or Trade. So that being said, I've got some packs set aside for me to open to get started, and then if we get enough people going, I've got other stuff we can do as giveaway tonight as well. But yeah, we'll start with the probably do some Trick or Trade as well as the Shrouded Fable for just fun giveaway stuff. But I have some Twilight Masquerade to open for myself. Let's see if we can't pull a Greninja in 5 packs. Probably won't, but you know, someone's got to get lucky now and then. Oh, I totally... I mean, it's not super worth it to get Trick or Trade graded. You can get most of the Trick or Trade graded cards for less than it costs to grade them on the secondhand market, unless it's like a pristine 10 or something. But it's just a fun card to have. Just, you know, if you care about, you know, a specific Pokemon or just want an oddball graded card to have in your collection. Kind of low-hanging fruit. But I just realized I forgot to put my trash can back in here, so give me 2 seconds to go grab that. I'll be right back. Not going to get too far if I don't have a place to throw the trash tonight. Alright, cool. Start off with Poliwag, Corphish, Grookey, Cook, Clefable, Tatsuguri, Midiana, Glaceon, Frostlass, and Energy. No Greninja in that pack. Sunkern, Iron Bundle. Oh. Okay, Reverse Hollow. And Heatran. Yeah, we'll see how long this music goes on for. I wanted something Halloween-ish. This was the best Streamlabs music seemed to come up with. I don't think I'm going to last all night with it. Oh. Ducklet, Ninetales, Shavant, Militech, Ariados, Volbeat, and an Infernape. Okay. That's a habit I'm going to have to break. I keep looking over there for chat because my mind is not trained that I have it in front of me yet. Eevee, Slugma, Swirlix, Festival Grounds, Glimora, Poliwrath, Reverse Hollow on the Luxio, Milotic, and a Namorous. Alright, on to the last pack. We got a Spinarak, Sandshrew. So, I don't know that I've seen that Pokemon before. Still trying to learn all the ones that showed up since, you know, whenever I was into Pokemon as a kid. Love Ball, Diplin, Goldeen. Oh, there we go. It's not a Greninja, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take care of Caretaker. You know what? Maybe he even gets a top loader. Alright, let's start off. We're going to give away some Trick or Trade. Now, the giveaway Trick or Trade is not in on the bounty. It's got to be paid Trick or Trade to get the Mimikyu. But let's go ahead. What do we have in here? some quick math and see how we want to break this up. I think we will just do we're going to do 5 packs of Trick or Trade at a time, just like I have it set up in the store. So let's give away the first ones here. Alright, Victory Lane Exotics. Bill, you've got 5 packs of Trick or Trade coming. Make sure to get in touch through the website. There's a contact thing there. Give me your shipping so I can get the stuff sent out. That way you don't end up in my stack of giveaway stuff that is just sitting here waiting for shipping info. Start with Haunter. Wow, these packs. Alright, so we've got Ghastly and Haunter so far, so we need a Gengar. And we got a Mimikyu. Sinistea. Murkrow, okay. Man, you were on it. I'm getting notifications that you're already sending messages. There we go, we got Gengar. So now you have the full evolution line in the Trick or Trade stamps. And the Gengar is a holo. And we finish that pack off with a Shuppet. Perfect, yep, I saw that come through on notifications there. Alright, we've got a Duskull, Houndstone in the holo, and a Graveyard. So we got a couple full evolution lines there. And even though it wasn't paid, so it's not going to be for the bounty Mimikyu, because you did pull a Mimikyu out of the Trick or Trade, let's go ahead and, we're going to sleeve him up. Because Mimikyu's my dude. And let's get you another free pack of something. This is the 2023, I believe. It's whatever's in my shop right now. I don't think I picked up any of the 2024. Let's see. Yeah, this is the 2023 Trick or Trade. What do we want? You can have your choice, because you pulled a Mimikyu, of a Paradox Rift, Scarlet or Violet base, Darkness Ablaze, or Brilliant Stars. You no preference on these? Paradox Rift, alrighty. Let's get you a Paradox Rift. See if we can't get something out of there too. Rubbish. Crustle. Onyx, there we go. Got an OG in there. Flittle. Medical Energy. Thinking I'm going to start working that into my deck. Iron Bundle. Glissaur. Flittle in the reverse holo to go with the non-reverse. Crustle in the reverse holo as well. Okay. Xatu. Not too bad. Not too bad. I guess I forgot to set my oh wow, 2 streams in a row my Streamlabs timer is gonna work. My mind might explode. Let's get him. Definitely the Gengar. Get these guys sleeved up. Nah, I'm gonna ship bulk for you anyways. On the giveaway stuff, unless someone just doesn't want the bulk, I'm gonna ship bulk. And you're good. You don't have to do the exclamation raffle again. I'm just keeping a rolling giveaway tonight. So your entry just continues on throughout the night. Oh, well this should be a nice little addition. Ah, I forgot. Top loaders don't fit in these bags. Let's get a different bag here. Where's the... There we go. That's the bag I'm looking for. You just getting into Pokemon cards? If you're going to get into the trading card game side at all, I would say... so Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket just came out, but the rules of that play different than the actual game. So definitely get into live if you're going to get into the actual like game part of it at all. Cool. All right. First giveaway of the night out of the way. So I see. Oh, and I'll stick your code card in here just in case you decide to get into playing TCG Live. It's a good reason to sell a collection. What kind of racing did you do? I did a little dirt track myself for a while. Oval dirt track specifically. Ran a compact division. We ran a 1990 Chevy Cavalier out at a local track here. I'm in Akron, Ohio. So one of the local dirt tracks was Deerfield at the time. I think it's been renamed to Goods Raceway. It was a quarter-mile oval. Front-wheel drive drift car. Oh, dirt cars. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what I ran. Yeah, it was a compact front-wheel drive Chevy Cavalier. We had the one. It was, I don't know, maybe 25% of us were running Cavaliers. Yeah, 03 was a better year. So, like I said, mine was like a 1990, 1991. Dude was running like a late 90s, early 2000s. And he hooked up like crazy. We tried to tech him like every other race because he was the only one who got grip like that off the corners. I still am not convinced to this day that he wasn't welded up in that front diff. Kalamazoo. Okay, so you're up in Michigan. Yeah. Let's see here. What am I going to open next? I think I got some Paldean Fates to open for myself. Do a couple packs of Paldean Fate here. Methanol. That's some serious work there into a Cavalier, man. We so our division was, we were limited to single overhead cam engines, no engine modifications whatsoever. Yeah, I had maybe 3,500 into the entire car, cage, wheels. First season we went out, locked up an engine like halfway through the season. So then junkyarded another engine. But yeah, methanol, that's pretty serious for a front-wheel drive dirt car. That's pretty sweet. Scraggy. We got a Mime Jr., Maschiff, Gimagool, Charmeleon, Crisis Punch, Graplock. Ooh, Reverse Hollow and the Execute. I am really stoked to pull Execute out of Super Electric Breaker or Surging Sparks when it comes out. Nest Ball. Yeah, I'd imagine. The, oh, wasn't even paying attention. There we go, little EX hit. So it was always funny. Another circle track near me was Barberton Speedway. They were asphalt. So on nights that they would rain out, the guys from the compact division at Barberton, their rules were similar enough that they'd come out to Deerfield every once in a while. And you could tell that they had no idea, they had never run on dirt before, because they showed up with windshields. And none of us dirt guys were running windshields. Yeah. We got a Woobat, Phanpy, Noibat, Whimsicott, Scrafty, Swoobat, Ghastly on the Reverse Hollow, Practice. Oh, there we go, and a full art Judge. So I see your username is Victory Lane Exotics. So what are you into now? You selling them, or are you doing like rentals, repair work? What are you doing with the exotics? Oh, okay. I saw Victory Lane assumed cars, but I see the crossover. Building an 04 Grand Prix for your wife. Is she gonna race the Grand Prix? I'm a sucker for Pontiacs. I miss my Firebird badly. Badly. Bumping my camera around here. Look at that. Is she running? She gonna do dirt, or is she running asphalt? A tube chassis front wheel drive. Man, you guys do some serious front wheel drive stuff up in Michigan, apparently, compared to us. I've got to go find some of this stuff. Yeah, there you go. I don't know, man. As much as like I'll still follow NASCAR and I love drag racing, just like gearhead all around, but there's something about dirt racing that's just different, better to me. Maybe not better to everyone, but it's a whole different breed. Dang. Gengar, that's fitting. Versalo Clive. Ooh, there we go. We got a Nimona. Yeah, I mean, if racing's like that up at Kalamazoo, I'm going to have to make my way up to Kalamazoo, apparently. Because I want to see ridiculous over-the-top front-wheel drive cars on dirt. Oh, we follow up the special illustration with the basic. We got a Charmander. Rare Candy. Tandemouse. Lantern. Primate. Versalo on a Mankey. Gravar. And a Reploon. Yeah, so how I got started was that track, Deerfield. They ran on the 3 summer holidays, so Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day. They did these things called enduro races, which the best way to explain it is destruction derby on an oval-ish. Like, it's not intentionally wrecking each other. It's more that basically if the speed got much over like 25, 30 miles an hour, they'd red flag the race and just water the whole track down. And then they would also put obstacles out on the track, like tractor tires and stuff, to navigate around. So they'd be like 100 laps. From memory, typically 100 laps, maybe 200 laps. I don't remember. Really long races for what these cars were, because it was basically like whatever people could scrap together cheap, other than the guys who like did it pseudo professionally. So that's what we started it, and I think we finished 4th because we bent a fuel line, but the car was together enough once we fixed the fuel line to finish out the season in the compact division. So yeah, they did a so I remember, I think it was 2nd year so yeah, it was either at the end of my 1st season or the 2nd season. Guy showed up to one of the enduro races again. Like the way they did them, the cars were not coming out clean. Like physical damage most of the time, just because it was like driving on ice. If we got any speed, they were just dumping water on the track again. But dude showed up with a mint, and I mean mint, like 70s Olds 442. And the story was it had no engine and transmission, so he got it really cheap. And then they put a junkyard engine and drivetrain in it. He's coming off turn 3, turn sideways, up into the infield, straight into the light post. And I'm just sitting there watching it, and I'm like, oh no, that thing was like perfect, or at least, you know, close to perfect. He backs it off. There's barely a dent in the bumper. You forget how little crush there were in the older cars. Yeah, that. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to check it out. I'm in that Discord. Yeah, 280 cars is crazy. How big's the track? A 150 demolition derbies. Wow. Is your neck screwed up? I feel like my neck would be even more jacked up than it is if I was doing that many demolition derbies. 280 cars on a 3/8 mile. You've got to be like, the track's just full, right? Darn close. You got Chimico, Gasly, Fido, the Nest Ball, Charmeleon, an Ultra Ball, Reverse Hollow and the Mankey, Reverse Hollow Flittle. There we go, and a Mimikyu. Yeah, I'd imagine 5 wide and having 3/4 of the track full. I'm gonna say 280 cars is a lot, and my mind was just trying to picture that many cars on a 3/8 mile oval. Executes, Charcadets, Ralts, Nemona's Backpack, Kilowattrel, another Nest Ball, another Reverse Hollow Flittle. Ooh, reverse Hollow on a Lapras, and a Goldango. So, I guess that would make sense, right? Because then your whole torso can get thrown around. I still gotta imagine it's rough though, man. That was another one I forgot. I did set aside. I think I did one last stream too. We got this over in the giveaway pile. Try and get some more people in here. This is a not in the American market. This is a 7-Eleven promo Lapras. These were only released in Southeast Asia. This was part of Stellar Crown. Sorry, took me a second for my brain to process what the most recent English set was, because the whole like industry right now is like 2 sets ahead of what's even out. So in the demo derbies, what kind of cars are you running? Because I feel like to some extent you wouldn't want because the more modern stuff's gonna have a bunch of crush zone, right? So like that helps initially. Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say the older stuff's going to hold up better, so you can run in multiple races. Obviously, probably going to feel a little more of the impact. Yeah. Yeah, well, what's going to happen when we run out of Crown Vics? Like, they're used for so much stuff. There's a guy, and I'm totally blanking on his shop name. Something's Chop Shop, and he does like body swaps onto Crown Vics and Grand Marquis. So he'll do like old Ford pickups and stuff onto Crown Vics. Really? Well, I mean, I guess I forget Crown Vic is still, body on frame. So that would make sense. Yeah, so yeah, he's doing an F100 right now, isn't he? So he's done other stuff on the Crown Vics, but a guy I know through Instagram, because one of my other addictions is motorcycles, is Quality Handmade Motorcycles. He's out of Boynton Beach in Florida. He's got a 59 Ford done by, it's gonna drive me nuts. Let me just look it up. Something Shop. Let's see. Shop. Oh. Let's see. Other Instagram accounts. Chop. Okay, maybe not. There we go. Wester's Chop Shop. Is that the same one you're thinking of? Yeah, his last post he did he's doing that bedside exhaust. Like bedside exit on the exhaust. Holy 11,000 pounds. That is absolutely bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. I knew they were building out the Derby cars. I didn't realize it was that much. Yeah. No, I know a lot of people are doing body swaps onto the Crown Vics and the Grand Marquis. Only Animes, what's up? I still have not seen your shipping information. I think I have 2 giveaways sitting over here for you. Maybe 3. Let me look. Yes, I have 2 giveaways sitting here on the Animes. Still need your shipping info. Oh, let's see. So, Bill, the rear end, are you guys doing like a 4-link, or what do you mean? Like, are you just like reinforcing the daylights out of it? Oh dang, I didn't realize it was that easy to body swap those things. Well, that might have to be... on the animes. Don't go too fast. We're gonna do another giveaway here. Right now. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. Close entries. Let's pick another winner. There we go. One of the animes, you are getting 5 packs of Trick or Trade coming your way. Half-inch steel. Holy smokes, man. No wonder. No wonder you get the weight of that much. Yeah, I didn't realize the 64s were that easy to swap onto the Crown Vic frames. I have to put that on the list of winter projects of eventuallys. We got Dusclops. Ooh, Dusk Noir. Drifloon. We got a Lampent, another Dusk Noir, and another Drifloon. I don't understand why some of these packs cooperate so nicely, and other packs just want to fight me the whole way. Phantom. Chandelure. That's one we haven't seen yet. We got a Haunter, Houndoom, Mismagius. And let's see what we got on the last pack magic here. We got a Ghastly. Ooh, Marshadow. Double stamp there with a Rapid Strike and a Trick or Treat. And a Murkrow. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, in theory, don't need a lot of break going on, I would imagine, in Derpy. Need, obviously, a little bit of breaks. So yeah, bring them inboard, less likely to damage them. Like, I guess I at least think I know general, you know, Derby build theory of like protect, you know, your Achilles tendon or Achilles heel kind of deal. Bring stuff inboard so it's less likely to get damaged. So like remounting brakes on a drive shaft would make sense. I guess I didn't realize. Now you said that was like what, pro mod? So I imagine like there's more stock classes where they're not doing so much. Yeah. Stick another one in Only Anime's giveaway pile here. Maybe eventually I'll get shipping info. Who knew it was so hard to give stuff away? Let's change up the music here. Oh, gotta come up with something better than the Streamlabs stuff here. Okay, so when you say slider shaft, like a split shaft? Like something you'd see on like box trucks normally have like a split shaft with like a slip joint in them. Just because of the length of the shaft on those. But it would make sense, obviously, to give you a little squish, per se, as the wheelbase of a derby car, I imagine, does not remain constant. Let's see what. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna open a box of Super Electric Breaker. Let me make sure. Did I put it all in stock? Let me make sure I didn't. Oh, I did. Let me knock a box out of here real quick so I can open a box for me. Okay, more like a rock crawler. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, because I just put them up here. I mean, obviously, you're just going one shaft, but like, I've got a motorhome that was built on a 26-foot box truck, and it has like a slip joint basically in between the front and rear shaft. So it does have another U-joint in between them, but it's got a slip joint like these seem to have. Obviously, these are probably a little more purpose-built. Gotcha, yeah. Alright. Let's open a box of Super Electric Breaker. You're back, Only Animes. Well, you have to back up the video a bit to see the packs we opened. You won 5 packs of the Trick or Trade. Well, like most things, man, like there, there's so much stuff I just think about. It's like, how do we get to where we are? You know, just cars in general, motorcycles, all motorsport related stuff. Alright. Let's rip some Super Electric Breaker. Double check order queue, make sure no one's snuck an order in there on me. Nope, we are still wide open. Oh, first pack. We're already pulling some art rares. Only animes, you do not need to enter again. I'm just doing like a rolling raffle all night. Yeah. Oh, Alolan Diglett there. Yeah, I was in an accident. I don't know. Lost track of time because dealing with the insurance companies is driving me slowly mad. I think it's been like 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks at this point. But that was my first like modern car that I let myself get like niceties, like heated seats, because I liked stuff that wasn't complicated. Not I can work on the more complicated stuff, but I didn't want my daily driver to be complicated in any way. The exception was made whenever I bought my X5. It was a 2012 BMW X5 diesel, which is now being totaled out. But I remember the first time I hooked up Bimmer tools to it, which is like BMW specific, like a mobile phone to like a Bluetooth OBD dongle scan tool, and it goes through and it lists like all of the control modules in it, and it was something ridiculous, like I don't want to say like 20-30 different control modules. And I'm like, I remember when you had like one ECM and all I was doing was running the injectors. Our motorhome, it doesn't have any ECM, it's carbureted with a distributor. I've got a buddy who's the same way. He had the first 1500 he got was a 06, I think. He had like an S10 before that in high school, but he got a 06. He was actually my like crew chief whenever we were racing. So he had that truck for a while. I forget what he got after that. He'd bought a 14 or 15 Silverado, had transmission issues. The GM swore everything was fine. So he got rid of that truck, got I think it was an 18 or a 19, had similar weird issues. The GM was like, everything's fine, and he's like, this is not how it should react. So he got rid of that and bought an 04 2500. There's something to be said for simplicity in platforms you're familiar with. Yeah, doesn't get a whole lot simpler than Carbs and Distributor. Oh yeah, there we go. The Alolan Doug Trio. That's a sweet pool. I'm really excited for this set to come out in English. I know the Pikachu is the card that's going to go nuts, but the cards I'm excited for are this Alolan Doug Trio and the illustration rare Execute. A little E-Exit. Yeah, insurance is just being a pain. Obviously, they want to lowball me on the value. They're the ones who decided to total it out, not me. So we will play their game as long as they want until we come to a reasonable number, which we are not at yet. Hey man, that thing was great. That M57 diesel they have in there, those things are like rock solid. They build them like crazy over in Europe. There's some guys stateside starting to get into them. 3 liter, inline 6, compound turbos. Pretty wild setup. So I just picked up as a air quote beater a 2012 Audi A3 TDI. That is the Dieselgate years, so no DEF fluid. So on the X5s with the X-Drive system, the E70s specifically, there's like a red T handle. You got to pop the cover off the shifter area in the center console. And then there's this red T-handle tool that kind of plunges down into there to knock it into neutral. But yeah, some of them did have under the left side. I think that was like E53, earlier E chassis. I think maybe some of the more modern stuff, maybe they eventually did away with the tool, because the tool idea was kind of dumb. I don't know how many of us, like, I don't think anyone kept track of their the tool to put the transmission into neutral. I know whenever I got my X5, it didn't have like any of the factory tools with it, so I went and bought most of them, at least the ones I knew I might need, like that guy. Yeah, the Audi's been fine so far. It threw a code yesterday, DPF related, and it's got 120,000 on it, so I know it's like okay, not the Pikachu, but a Pikachu EX. We'll take a Pikachu out of this set. Like at 120, it's like 121 and some change. The like factory service is to check the DPF at 125. And I checked it. It's like 80% of the way full, so it might get replaced. It might hit a pothole. I don't know. We'll see. But it threw this P2002 code that's DPF efficiency related. So I went ahead and did the Audis have a standing regen cycle for the DPF. So that is how I started my day off today. Doing a regen in the driveway for like half an hour. Diesels are all fun and games until emissions get involved. But it does get stupid mileage. Like, the worst mileage I've seen so far on this thing was like in-town short trip. I think it averaged like 32 miles per gallon over like a 4-mile city drive. It's dumb. It's really dumb mileage that it gets. I thought the X5 mileage was decent because it'd get like low to mid 20s with like my normal day to day, and then if I was doing a lot of highways, you could get into the low 30s. But it's like no matter what I do to this Audi, it just does not want to get less than 30 miles to the gallon. Well, does anything military related have emissions? I know I just saw a video a couple months ago. Someone had a Ford truck in that was sold to the military. I don't know. They were probably just using it on one of the bases. And they were going over how the fact that it's odd, the trucks the U.S. military gets to buy, they have no emission systems on them. Weird. It's almost like they want stuff that doesn't have problems. Yeah, there you go. Turbo diesel Humvees. Ooh, a little A-spec. Yeah, Caterpillars are solid engines. Yeah. Imagine from my buddy who's in the Marine Corps, probably heads and bumpers. Oh, there we go, another art rare. Special art rare. There's our SAR. I don't remember this trainer's name. What a bummer. No kidding. That's wild. Yeah, our motorhome has a 366 big block. So the 366 toll deck in it. It had started its life as a U-Haul, and then someone else did most of the work that we bought it off of. It's all framed out like a house, but 366 big block, man. It is not there for power. It is just there for longevity. When you look at the drivetrain choices made, and remember the fact that it was a U-Haul, nothing was picked for efficiency or power. Oh, I'm sure. You know, the good old GM parts bin, man. We're going to take that same block and see how many different ways we can bore and stroke it. At least 20. At least. Why develop a whole new engine when we can just change rod lengths or a cam profile? Which, to be fair, they did a pretty good job at that for a long time. Because you think about engines like, like a throttle body injection 305 versus like a 350 two-port injection small block, like totally different engine characteristics, right? Both small block Chevy V8s. 305 throttle body injection, they were set up just for torque, all down low. My Firebird had one. It could pull a foundation out from underneath the house, but it fell on its face above like 70, you know? Are you gonna convert it to carb? I'll tell you, the 366, if it stays in this thing, is probably going to change to fuel injection. Just try and pull some type of efficiency out of it. His past couple times we've taken it out, I think we were averaging a just excellent about 4.5 miles per gallon out of that 366. It's got a Edelbrock ABS on it right now. Seemed to do fine. There's just, it's a 366. It was not built for power. And then they paired it with a 5-speed manual with the single-speed rear end. Almost every other Chevy C60/C6000 from the mid 80s you find is going to have the 2-speed rear end in it, except for U-Haul. We're going to go with the single-speed rear end and a 5-speed manual. Again, longevity, not speed or power. Yeah, so like a toter home setup, you can have RV pulling the race trailer. Okay. Oh, okay. So like the actual trailer racing. There you go. That'd be a sweet setup. I always forget that there's trailer racing around. None of the tracks near me do any of that fun stuff. At least not that I'm aware of. Guess I'll have to look around a bit more. It's always fun to watch. I really love videos. They'll do the figure 8 racing with the like campers, and just seeing the campers get obliterated. Like the bumper pool camper setup. Okay, another art rare. I'm gonna say hit rate was getting a little low, but maybe we'll finish strong here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we does seem to be finishing better here. Another art rare. You don't say. You don't need a 3500 stall. Yeah, I think I would agree with that statement. Almost last time. No. I can't imagine 3,500 stall on dirt. It does not sound like a great equation unless you really hooked up. Alright. Last pack magic. Can we get the illustration rare execute? Nope. Dud pack. Oh well, we didn't do too bad there. Definitely had worse. Oh. Well, I mean, to be fair, from what you've told me, I don't think it was built for its drivability or street ability. Let's see here. Yeah, I didn't think the pools were too bad. All right, let's do another 5 packs of Trick or Trade here. Yeah, methanol engine. Typically not a lot of street ability to go along with that. Alright, well it looks like it's not going to post it because you won one already, but Bill, we got another 5 packs Trick or Trade here coming your way. Let me pick a few from the middle. Mix it up. I cannot say that I have dealt with a Bryn or a Burt transmission. We got a Sinistea, ooh, Hollow Chandelure, and a Graveyard. Poltergeist, Houndoom, and Drifloon. Dusclops, another Mimikyu. Get you another pack for that guy. Interesting. So are they like specifically for race applications then? Lampent, a Trevenant, and a Shuppet. Handhump, Poundstone, and another Graveyard. Yes, I'm only streaming on YouTube. At some point, I will spend the time to figure out how to stream on Instagram as well. No kidding. That's interesting. I know some guys run late model. I guess I've just never picked their brain enough on the transmissions they're running. I'll have to take a look at those. That sounds wild. That's because I was going to guess that it was something that you'd see in like I mean, most sprint cars are just direct drive, but I could see a reason to have something like that. Alright, so same choice as last time for your pack for pulling the Mimikyu. Paradox Rift, Darkness Ablaze, Brilliant Stars, or Base Set Scarlet Violet. Actually, or Stellar Crown. Either one of those packs. Me pick for the extra pack, is that what you're saying? If that's the case, then I'm gonna say probably Brilliant Stars. I think we'll find something in there, hopefully. Voltoy, Snowruns, Nosepass, Fitting, Reverse Hollow on a Kindler. And there we go, we got an RCSV. Okay, we got a V. Definitely could have been worse. RCS is kind of sweet card art too. We'll top sleeve him up. The top loader. Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, if you're only dealing with two ratios, you know, you just kind of like get into second, and then at that point, just set it with a rear end change. Seems like a pretty good deal. Code card. Let's see here. Well, that's not why I removed it. With Streamlabs, you can put whatever you want. It's just apparently I have to remove you as a winner to be able to keep you in it. I guess I need to come up with a better way to do these giveaways. Streamlabs is a little difficult. Yeah, I totally understand that. So I had a 2002, was it 2002 or 2001? Early 2000s Saturn SL1. But I think by the time it went to scrap, it had 210,000 miles on it. I was driving a lot for work, doing sales, but I also, part of that was driving around a rollback tow truck. I was doing hot tubs. The clutch, it was a F450. The difference in the clutch, like weight between the F450 and the Saturn had to have been like 120 pounds. So the amount of times that I'd get out of that truck, go get my car to go home, and almost put my foot through the floorboard, I'm really surprised I never damaged the actual clutch, like pedal assembly, in the Saturn. So I can totally understand forgetting which way the clutch operates whenever your leg doesn't even want to remember difference in clutch, like force requirements. All right. What shall we do next? Where are we at? Hour and a half. Let's open some Stellar Crown. Charge Bug, Slandit, Yamask, Vikavolt, an Azumarill, Dubwool. Ooh, Reverse Hollow. I don't think I have that one in Reverse Hollow yet. Reshiram, Raging Bolt. The whole transmission weighed 35 pounds? Ponyta, Cubone, Milcery, Glameow. Dude, what were they making it out of? Air? Like, that's just impressive. Obviously, a bunch of aluminum. Frogdeer, Driftblim, Versal and the Phalanx, Grimmsnarl Versal. Ooh, Garvantula EX. Oh, I guess my mind forgot that it was only 2 gears, but still, 35 pounds for a transmission seems like just ridiculous. My mind can't process that, you know? It just feels like it should be significantly more. Just because normally they are. Oh, do they actually have a reverse? I want to see like a 40-pound like streetable transmission. Give me a 40-pound transmission with like at least 3 gears. What else do I have here to open? I have a lonely pack of 151 sitting here. Suppose we should open that and make sure there's not a Charizard sitting in it. So the reverse is intended for idle operation only. Growlithe, Geodude, Jigglypuff, Staryu. Yeah, 151. I mean, it's good because it's like what a lot of, I don't know. I say us, like this was the original 151, or the ones that I remember from like my childhood before I got out of it. So there's just a lot of nostalgia attached to this set. So it's been going nuts. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine the reverse is designed for much, you know. Clefable, Dugtrio, Versatile on the Pidgeots, Versatile Taurus. Ooh, and a Chansey. Yeah, I'm 33. So yeah, the original 151, I remember. The second gen Pokemon, like a smidge. Then after that, I'm just lost. I'm trying to like remember all of this. So what is first even good for? Just to get rolling and get into second? It's basically so you don't need a push vehicle for a direct drive. Because like the sprint cars typically need a push vehicle. So I guess you have a first to get rolling enough to get into second. It's a bummer that you can't even use it to put it on a trailer though. It does seem pretty about worthless. Yeah, I mean, Sun and Moon and like, what was it? Heart and Soul or whatever, because they had like some overlap stuff. Like the one, was it Heart Gold and Soul Silver? I think the Pichu out of that set was like blowing up. Do they put that warning like on the transmission? Do they give you like a decal to put on the dash that says absolutely under no circumstance use first to put this vehicle on a trailer. Because I feel like it's probably not in the interest of their business to give those stickers. It's probably more worth it to just have people break transmissions. Well, at least the previous owner gave you a heads up. Could have been worse. Could have figured it out by breaking the transmission. Let's sort through here. What else? Battle styles, darkness and blaze. One's got Gyarados on it. Let's open that. Well, yeah, I mean, I would hope they're cheaper to rebuild. It's 2 gear, well, 3 gears counting reverse, I guess. Cacnea, Sandile, Mareep, Slowcoba, Fortress, Rocky Helmets, Labostiff, Reverse Hollow on the Palmo, Quaquaval, and the Dondonzo. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's many transmissions that are getting rebuilt for 180 in parts and 180 in labor. Maybe maybe bicycles. It's probably about it. That's cheap. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not much going on in the transmission. It can't take that long, right? See if I can pull a Mimikyu for myself. Maybe. I haven't opened much of this Trick or Trade, the 03 or the 2023 set. Ooh, Gengar. Yeah, I'm sure. Flipwick. Got a Ghastly, Dusknoir, and a Shuppet. Little Hauntor, Marshadow. Duskull, Another Marshadow and Driftwood. Okay, not bad. Pretty stoked. Might run this Haunter Ghastly Gengar evolution line all stamped into my deck. No, I mean, it could definitely be worse. Definitely be a lot worse. And I'm just a Dusclops away from a Dusknoir. Although this is not... Oh, those are all Duskull, Dusknoir, and Dusclop are all deregulation cards. Are these all F? Oh, there we go. Okay. Those are current rotation cards. Can't believe 2023 had derotation cards in it. No sweat, man. No sweat. Glad you're here to win some stuff. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I might be on tomorrow. I have not played any tournaments yet, so I basically got back into this because my nephew got into Pokemon, and I was like, he started collecting cards. I'm like, there's like a game that goes along with it, and so I built a deck, and then my brother-in-law had gotten into like buying, selling, and collecting, and he'd got deep into like the collection and buying and selling side of it, and I'm kind of splitting the difference down the middle of like a little bit of playing, doing some of these streams, because I got into a couple of these streams. Corruption stream was the big one for me, where I was just like, the experience of opening cards on the internet with other people who are excited about cards is just something. Not everyone has people in their life that are excited about Pokemon the same way, so it's nice to be in an environment where like you can be around other people who are excited about it, right? So yeah, we all get drugged back in, man. We all get drugged back in. But yeah, that's so sitting in a couple of these Rip and Chip streams, I'm like, I know cameras and e-commerce, and I can do it. So no, ramble all you want about race cars. It was not a conversation I was expecting to have, because you always wonder, like, obviously most people have interests outside of Pokemon. I figured I was probably one of a short list that had overlap into like race cars and motorcycles and just like general gearhead stuff. So I appreciate you showing up, because there's probably, I might be wrong, there might be more of us in the Pokemon world than I realize. I just don't assume there's too many of us in the Pokemon world. So my wife says the same exact thing, Bill, to the T. To the T. I've been told that I am currently at a limit of the amount of hobbies I can have. I can cycle back through existing hobbies, but I should not add any more hobbies, which I totally understand. But it's good to have hobbies. Keeps you busy, gives you something to do, keeps you out of bad stuff, right? I can't get into drugs, man. Motorcycles and cars are too expensive. Yeah. Yep. It's like you just get so deep in them, right? Just it eats up time, money, energy. Got to try and find normalcy, which is hard for me sometimes. But definitely. Oh, you already subscribed, it looks like. So you should get notifications when I'm on. Stop back. Talk race cars some more. I'll keep you updated on the Audi. We'll see how the DPF code goes. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's good. Yes, that was a good find. Anyone who's willing to go to the track every Friday, that's that's pretty good. Not too many of them out there, man. Not too many of them out there. But I will get your stuff you won shipped out next shipping cycle. So probably sometime this week. It might be next week. Just depends. Um, but definitely turn notifications on if you haven't. I normally drop whenever I'm streaming in a few of the different Discords as well. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for winning some stuff. Yeah, man. If you make it down this way, let me know. I'll come watch you race somewhere. I haven't been to Sandusky in a long time. I used to go over to PA a bit, go to like Mercer and stuff. But yeah, you make it down this way, you let me know. I'll come watch some races. I'm always down to come watch some races. But have a good night. Thanks everyone for stopping by. Might stream tomorrow, might not. We'll see. Trying to do like Tuesdays and Saturdays still, but that hasn't worked out for like the past week. Just Saturdays seem pretty consistent in my life. But I'm gonna try and find a day in the middle of the week. Been playing around with it. A little bit of Tuesday. I think I did a Wednesday. Might try it Thursday. We'll see. Just trying to find a good blend. So, good night. See you all in the next one.